Hello, my friends. It's April 5th, 2017, and it's time for today's big story. Today we have some very rare insight into the inner workings of Nintendo, and it comes from a former Nintendo employee. We get a look at just how hard Miyamoto worked on certain games. This information comes from former Nintendo EAD member Motoi Okamoto. He did a really massive interview with Gamasutra, and there's all kinds of really interesting details in there. He talks about working on DS titles and Wii titles. He talks about working on GameCube titles. He talks about working alongside Miyamoto and Miyamoto's struggles and challenges with games like Pikmin and stuff like that. But there's one particular detail about Miyamoto working on Super Mario 64 DS that I found really interesting. Again, this is about Super Mario 64 DS, and this is Mr. Okamoto speaking. He says, "In those days, Miyamoto would come to us at 11 p.m. after he finished all of his board member work and say, 'It's Mario time.' At that point, we'd start a planning meeting that would run until 2 in the morning. At that point, Miyamoto would go home, leaving us with the words, 'You should return home soon for your health.' Over the next 2 or 3 hours, we'd write the game design documents and summarize the instructions for our artists and programmers. It was the craziest crunch time that I've ever experienced in my development career. But if the god of games was working so much, could we give up? Miyamoto had incredible stamina." I mean, we all know that Miyamoto has created multiple game masterpieces, and as you can see, it's because he put a lot of time into them. Going through meetings all day long, and then at 11 p.m. going like, alright, it's time to work on Mario. It's crazy stuff, but I mean, he created some fantastic titles, and it seems like people around him were inspired to work hard and work long hours because he was there with them doing it. Jason Thompson on Go Nintendo says, "This was so informative, though I dislike the idea of working people until 2 in the morning. There's diminishing returns when doing so, as it does affect people's health." Yeah, I know Japan's culture is a little bit different there. They're very, very focused on working all hours, working as hard as they can, going home, getting very little sleep, and then starting all over again. Hopefully things have changed a bit at Nintendo and people aren't working into these crazy late hours. It sounds like this was a very special circumstance. I don't doubt that they still work hard to this day, but this was something special. But yeah, hopefully those things have changed, and we're still getting great games from Nintendo, so hopefully it also means those people are getting some more sleep while they're working on these games. Alright, my friends, that's today's big story for April 5th, 2017. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting. It's very much appreciated. I'll be here tomorrow for whatever tomorrow's big story is, and I hope you'll be here to see what it is as well. So until then, have a lovely day, have a lovely evening, and I'll see you in a few short hours. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at Twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at Instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot.